Hi, it's Sandra here from Creating Spain, and today I'm just going to show you some cards that I've made today, just to give you some ideas. This card is probably about as simple as it can possibly get. All the components are stamped, and it's literally just a folded piece of white card, stamped images, and then these are actually stamped with Versamark, and I used eyeshadows, believe it or not, to just pounce powder onto them and give them some colour. If you've got very cheap, sparkly, shimmery eyeshadows, it's a very good use for them. It works quite well. Okay, the next one is a little different. Okay, this one is mounted, the front is mounted on foam and then put onto white card. The base of the card is pink card. I drew the lines in silver pen and a few dots and things. The sentiment is stamped in a darker colour pink, and then I go over it with Versamark and a clear embossing powder to emboss it. And I've just added some gems as well to give it a little bit of sparkle. Okay, here we have another one which is very simple. Now, believe it or not, this card is painted with food colouring. Yep, you heard right, food colouring. Chroma Colour make food colouring for use in airbrushes. Now, I didn't airbrush this, I used a paintbrush, but there's absolutely no reason why you can't use it for painting cards as well as painting food. It happens to be pretty cheap, comes in nice colours in big bottles, and you only need one drop or two for a whole card. It's really economical. And I just added a little bit of trim. The sort of mottled pattern is created by splashing with water. Now, if you splash it with water when it is dry, you can get more definite spots, like that. And if you do it when the paint is still relatively wet, you get a more muted effect. So that's that one. The next one I've got is done by simply putting your colour onto a slick surface, be it a craft mat or a glass plate or something, and literally just putting the card face down into the paint and seeing what happens. Do it with one colour, then add another colour and another colour until you get the effect you like. I did go over some of the dots that I sprinkled on. I put some water on it again, and I did go over those dots with some silver pen as well. The sentiment is embossed on again and a few little gems applied. It's quite a nice card. Quite a good technique to do for men because it's not, I mean, you can leave the gems off, it's not too girly. Right, this one is definitely more feminine. This is a rose stamp, and I don't think you can see it too easily on camera, but it's actually done with Pearlex. You use Versamark for the stamping, dust it with Pearlex and take the excess off. And then I watercoloured with a water brush around the outside, and I took a marker of a similar colour and just defined the edges. And the sentiment is stamped but not embossed. Now I have the same design but done differently in this one. This one, the card base, as you can see, is pink. And I've got white card and I've done little silver lines and dots on it. I've embossed the sentiment, and the rose is actually up on foam. Now with this rose I started off with pink card. I did exactly the same colour on Versamark and the Pearlex, and then I took the silver pen and I defined the lines as well, and I fussy cut it out. Okay, the next one is also a little different, and this one is done with stripes of watercolour. If you vary the brush that you're using, you'll get different stripes. So I've got a thicker brush, thicker stripes, thinner brush, thinner stripes, and I've just gone side to side and applied colour as I wished. Put a few twirls of silver pen on, a few dots and some more embellishments. and of course the sentiment, which is embossed. And the last one I have here is very similar, only this is more of a graduated wash than stripes. A little stripy, but yeah, a bit more graduated perhaps. And I've done the silver lines in groups of 2 or 3 and a different sentiment. So there we go. That's what I've been doing today. Hope you find it inspiring and give it a go. Take care.